Hi, this is Muhammad Imran. The basic concern of semantics is to study meanings. Meaning of words, meaning of phrases, meaning of clauses, and meaning of sentences. The focus of this lecture is to study meaning of words through reference and meaning of words through sense. So we will study two distinct ways of meaning of the words. Let's begin our today's lecture. First, we will talk about meaning of words through sense. In talking of sense, we deal with relationships inside the language. So we know the meaning of words, not something from outside of the language but inside the language. For example, if you ask me that what does the word beautiful mean, so I may tell you that it means pretty. I may use synonym, I may use antonym, I may give explanation. So I will tell you the meaning of words from inside the language. So that is to know the meaning of words through sense, not something from outside of the language. We will explain this notion in detail on coming slides. Meaning of words through reference. In talking of reference, we deal with the relationships between language and the world. So we use linguistic expression to know things in the world. We will discuss and explain this notion also in detail on coming slide. So here we have explanations of the two notions. By means of reference, a speaker indicates which thing in the world, including persons, are being talked about. So sometimes we use linguistics expressions in order to identify things and people in the real world. For example, Leila is in the kitchen. So Leila is a linguistics expression and it has a referent in the real world. Similarly, the kitchen, which is a linguistic expression and it has also a referent in the real world. So these kinds of meanings are quite different from those kind of meaning whose meaning we know inside the language, because we cannot know the meaning of the kitchen from inside the language, but we know the meaning of the kitchen that is outside of the language. For example, if I say this chair or if I say this table, this table and this chair both are linguistics expression and both have referent in the real world which exist in the world. Now we have two things, then the English expression this table or this chair, of course this is a linguistic expression, and the thing that you can see, you can touch and you can sit on. If it's a chair, you can see, you can touch and you can sit on. If you want to know the meaning of the chair, right, so chair exists in the real world. Here we have some practice, and after this practice you would be in a better position to understand these concepts very well. Let's discuss. Before answering these questions, you should carry out the following simple instruction. What is instruction? Touch your left ear. What do you have to do? You have to touch your left ear. Now, 1. Write down the last 3 words in the above instructions. So what are the last 3 words in above instruction? Your left ear. These are the 3 words. Your left ear. Write down here. Did you write? Next. Is the thing you touch a part of the world or a part of the language? What you touch? You touched your left ear. Is it part of the world or part of a language? Of course, it's part of the world, not part of the language. What you touch, your left ear, is part of the world, not part of the language. 3. Is your answer to 1 part of the language? Of course, it's part of the language. You see here, when you write down here 3 letters, your left ear is part of the language. So in the first, part of the language. In the second, part of the word. Third, is your, that is 4th number. 4th, if you say to your mother, there is a wasp on your left ear, you are asking your mom that there is a wasp on your left ear. Does your left ear here refer to the thing you touch it? Because in this example, you touched your left ear. So is the left ear here? And you're asking your mother that there is a wasp on your left ear. So this left ear and this left ear are same? Not at all. Because your left ear, that is your, and your mom left ear, that is of your mom. Your brother left ear is of your brother left ear. So it means that we use the same linguistic expression for different referent. So we will have the same linguistic expression, but it will have different referent in the real world. Right? So that's okay. That thing you touch in response to the previous question so the answer would be no, because your mom left ear is different than your left ear. Simply, we can conclude that we use the same referring expression, but we refer to different things in the world. Same expression and different things. So sometimes we use the same linguistic expression, but this linguistic expression refers to different things in the world. How? Let's explain. What would be the referent of the phrase the President of United States if you use in 2007? So what would be the referent? So in 2007, the President of United States was George W. Bush. So the referent would be George W. Bush. And if the phrase the President is used in 1996, then the referent would be Bill Clinton, right? So therefore, we can say that the phrase the President of United States has variable reference. One, linguistics expression, and two, variable. Even if we say in 2022 that who is the President of United States, we will say Joe Biden. So Joe Biden is the present president. So then we will have again three references. It means that we can use the same linguistic expression for different things or different people in the real world. So here we can say the linguistic expression the president has three variable references. So what would be the referent of the phrase the President of United States used in conversation about United States politics in 2007? So of course the answer would be George Bush, because he was the President of United States. And United States politics in 1996, then we write here Bill Clinton. Now in the light of the preceding question, does the reference of an expression vary according to circumstances, time, place, etc. in which the expression is used, or B, the topic of conversations in which the expression is used, or C, both? So A and B. Circle your answer. So what would be the appropriate answer? The appropriate answer would be C, both. Because here they say, in the light of the preceding question, does the reference of an expression vary according to? Of course, the reference of the referring expression vary according to circumstances, according to time, place, etc. Because it was time. 2007 linguistic expression has a different referent, and 1996 it has a different referent. So thus it changes according to time, place, etc. and B, the topic of conversation in which expression is used, of course. So the correct answer would be C, both, right? Referring expression that has only one referent. Sometimes linguistic expression will have a fixed referent. It means that one linguistic expression will have one referent, not so many referents that we discussed on previous slide. So whenever we say that the People Republic of China, so we have in mind the same people of China. So again we will have the same constant referent. Third, does Anglo normally have constant referent? Of course, it will have also a constant referent because we have only one Anglo. And does Halley comet normally have constant referent? Of course, it will have also the same and constant referent. So it means that sometimes we use linguistic expression and it will have different referent, as we discuss here on this slide. President of United States of America. But sometimes we will have the same linguistic expression used by different people, but will have constant referent. If I say the capital of Pakistan is Islamabad, or you say the capital of Pakistan is Islamabad, or someone else said the capital of Pakistan is Islamabad. So we are referring to the same Islamabad, right? So Islamabad will have also constant reference. So if something is only one, if many people use the same linguistic expression, so they will refer to the same thing. So this was all about reference and sense. We will develop these notions further in coming lecture. Thank you so much. Please subscribe and like the channel.